Welcome to the Leadership Spark podcast, where we equip you to be the great leader your people deserve. This is Corey, and today I want to kick off a few-day focus on this idea of an identity shift. An identity shift that every leader needs to make if you want to be a successful leader. And I think that if you've made this leap, if you've gone from being an individual contributor to being someone responsible for a team and responsible for outcomes of a team, you quickly realize that you can't continue to operate the same. You can't continue to do the things that made you a great individual contributor if you want to be a great leader of people. If you want to be the person who leads a team to come together to collectively deliver on the common goal that you have as a team. If you want to bring the team together to be able to ultimately go further faster. And so you have to make this identity shift as a leader. And this is where a lot of people get hung up, is that they don't know how to make the shift. They don't know what the shift looks like. And so they just default to do what made them a great individual contributor. And they hit the wall because those same activities don't drive results as a leader. And so there is this identity shift that all of us need to make as leaders. And it's something that is not, in my opinion, a one-time thing that needs to happen. It's something that needs to happen consistently as we continue to lead and we grow as a leader. And so I wanted to kick it off today by just sharing with you the fact that we need to make this shift. And over the next few days, I'm going to unpack why this shift is important and how to make it to where you are in a position to be successful. But what I wanted to do today is really ask you a question. If you've ever felt this way as a leader, have you ever felt this way as a leader? You want results, but somehow everything still runs through you. You want results from your team, but everything is still running through you. Your team waits for you to make the decision. They ask you for your approval on everything. They defer tasks to you that you could hand off to someone else. The more you do, the more everyone depends on you. The more you do as a leader, the more everyone depends on you. The less time you have to focus on the work that only you can do. If this is happening, you just can't break away. You can't seem to get your to-do list to a level to where you can focus on the things that you need to focus on as a leader. But here's the truth. Being the hero, and this is the identity shift that we're going to unpack, being the hero actually slows your team down. If that's you, if you have felt that way, and that really describes the condition of your team today, then you are slowing your team down. Being the hero is going to slow your team down. It's going to keep you stuck in the day-to-day, and you're not going to be able to rise above it to actually lead. But there is another way that we can lead, but it's going to require this identity shift that all of us need to make. And so if you will hang with me over the next few days and you learn about this shift will equip you to empower your team, which all of us would say we want to be able to do that. You to be able to step back without losing control. All of us as leaders want to be able to say that we can do that and build the kind of team that gets things done on their own. Wouldn't you love to have a team that gets things done on their own? But it's going to require you leading your team in a specific way that unlocks their ability and empowers them to be able to do it. And so when you shift how you lead, your team will grow, work gets done faster, and you will finally have the space to be able to lead and do the things that matter most for you as a leader. And so that's what we're going to tackle over the next few days, is how can you make this identity shift so that you can have that kind of team that delivers that level of results, and that you as a leader can focus on the things that only you can do. So come back tomorrow and we'll unpack more about this idea of an identity shift every leader needs to make.